Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Charles and this is, I think anyway, episode 33 of our Let's Play series on the memory. As you can see, we are planting cotton. This is a worker that I have going here. I set them loose on this field and they're making some kind of funny passes. I was just kind of checking it to see if they were going to kind of right themselves, and maybe they are. I think part of the problem is that this tractor, I really should have put a weight on the front of it. The weight of this planter, filled with fertilizer and everything, has gotten this thing a little bit off course, and because it picks the front wheels off the ground. But anyway, I'm going to let that go. We have a lot of fields to plant with cotton today. This is the first one. I have gone through and limed everything that we currently own on this side of the creek, except for those two small fields that I showed you in the last episode that are new. One of which I'm going to plant carrots in, just to see if we can grow those and actually harvest them. And also the other one I was going to plant with sugarcane. So, and I'll need to buy the sugarcane planter and all of that in order to do that. I have left my tractor over here. This field has been cultivated. There's no real rush on this, so I am going to disconnect that, and I'm going to go and grab one thing that we have left to sell today. We did a big sell-off in the last episode, but we have, well, I am way back from that tractor in this view. We sold off just about everything in the last episode, and the only thing we didn't sell was the cotton. And our cotton bales are at their best this month, so we're going to go around and pick those up, and then we'll find out where we need to go to actually sell those. I'm going to get a little bit closer before I start making my way out this gate. I usually don't go through this gate with this. Okay. It won't take too much to pick these up. We don't have a whole lot, so let's see, is it B? Yep. Okay, pick these up. Should be in short order. First one. Next. Now, can I do this without rolling that last one into the creek there? Yes. Now, if I can get this around without killing my header back there. Get this around to a place where I can easily, or more easily, get it out of here. And then, now, let's see, I had looked at cotton when I first got in here. Let's see where we actually sell it. 212, 254 at the spinnery. Okay. Spinnery right down in here. We'll go find that and see if that's one of the locations that will actually let us enter it. We had pretty good luck selling in our last episode with that. We did get some assist at the dairy. Let's see, we're coming up on our tree field here where, yet again, month after month, no progress. Starting to get a little bit worried about those things. Seems like we should be seeing something out of it anyway. Well, at least we don't have to go far to sell this cotton. We were at 1,033,000, but I did have to, before I started planting the cotton, I did have to go and refill the planter. Let's see, is it over here? No, I guess I have to go back. I guess I missed it back over there somewhere. Is it this one? I thought this was the one we went into. Okay, well, let me hop out of there. Is it this back here? Yeah, it looks like it. Yep. Oh boy, getting back into that's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, well. Maybe bringing them on this loader was not the best idea. Park myself right next to a tree there. Okay, well, this will either be a lot of fun or a lot of shenanigans, so. Well, the shenanigans have started. Okay. Okay. Gonna hit everything going around here. Okay. Coming in. How am I going to... Car, you are parked in a really, really bad place. Yeah, it would be nice if I could... Okay. Yeah, some definite shenanigans are going to have to happen here. Give me a minute. Let's see. If I hit Y again... Does that fold that back up, or what does it do? There. Just couldn't get the bales off of it, so it wouldn't fold up. Okay, always going to be some drama here. Let me go ahead and figure out how I'm going to get this out of here. I've kind of wedged myself in. So I may have to hide some collisions here. So I'll be back with you in a minute and see how we figure this one out. Whew, okay, well, that was a bit of a nightmare. Okay, I'm going to have to, I think, turn on super strength here. Yeah, I'm just going to have to turn on super strength and sell these individually. Looks like we're going to get about 24,500 for all of these. Well, as we are growing more cotton, I have to plan that if I am going to come back here to sell it, there are some other places that I could have sold it for less, but you know, just in case this is where we have to sell, I may have to think about bringing the cotton on a different different wagon or something. Come on, really? Come on, pedestrians, let me through. They're gonna walk through my trailer anyway. Okay, well that is done. We are now up to, and going right past, we are up to 1,182,643. Now that we have all that money, let me get this back over into place, and then I'll go back over and check on my worker and see if if in all of that they may have finished that field by now, and I can move them on to the next one. I'll get back to the farm. You may have seen I found a handy place to store this. There's my tractor with the front loader on it that I've left down here from the last episode. Perfectly sized space for that. I'm gonna take this and hook it to, let's see, trailer should be over here. Yeah, that one. That, and then I'll go ahead and get out of there and go check on our other tractor going over here. I have a suspicion that I did miss the notification. Yeah, a lot of fields to do over here today. Luckily, I'll know which ones still need to be done because it's all the ones that are white. Okay, looks like we missed just a little sliver that I will try and take care of here. Now, I guess I have to make a kind of a round around the... Yeah, there are some more little places. That one I'm not going to worry about so much. Cedar is still on, so I just need to put it down. Oh, I missed some of it. Yeah, we are very light on the front of this. And what have I missed down on this end? Yeah, in the end, these spots aren't much, but, you know, if we remember from our last harvest, it takes quite a bit of field. It takes quite a bit of field in order to produce a bale of cotton. So every little bit is going to count. And I'll just go ahead and send that on its way. Yeah, if you remember, we have those fields that I was talking about. If you didn't see the last episode, then this field here and the one next to it are new small fields that, you know, I do have the possibility of joining together at some point in the future, but one of these I'm going to plant in sugarcane, and the other I'm going to do just that experimental planting of carrots. Now, since I have all of this money, and since it's going to take our trees an extraordinarily long time to grow, apparently, we are going to go ahead and expand our little empire here. And I'll let you be here for our growth. We're going to buy this field here, which is the only one along that whole strip on this side that we don't own, that's along the road there. So we're going to buy that. This little one back here, we're going to buy that. Got one here, we'll buy that. And that gets us under $1 million. And then we're going to do this one, and we'll buy that. And I think for now that's all we're going to do. Yeah, I think so. I think that's all we're going to buy for right now. You can see all this green along here. We own quite a bit. I mean, basically from right here, we own all of this from this point up, you know, up to where our farmyard is. This was a field over here that we created into our farm extension. And then we own just about a solid block over on this side and then a couple of fields on the other side. This one I'm kind of hesitant to do because it's got a big hill back on this side that might be a little bit steep for our harvesters and things, so I'm not sure exactly what I would do with that. Who knows? Maybe I'll buy that field and plant that whole thing full of trees. But anyway, there is that. Let's see, what else was I going to? So, what I'm going to plant in all of these fields over here? Well, that's a good question. I have not decided on that yet, but while I still have some money, let's look and see what's in the sale. A little bitty tractor and another harvester. I don't really need another harvester, and that tractor is a 98 horsepower. Not really much that I need for that. I am going to do, I think I'm going to go ahead and break down here. I think this will be a good investment for us. I'm going to go under planters. I have a few modded planters here. Okay, well, yeah, this takes what? 200 horsepower, so we do have a tractor that will pull this. Working with beacon lights, I don't care about any of that. Capacity is standard. Let's see. 7,500 liters, yeah, that ought to be good. But 18.2 meters of width. This thing will plant pretty much all the crops that our planter will do, and then some, I think. It will also plant all the crops that our seeder will plant. So, and it's a direct drill, so we wouldn't have to necessarily cultivate in between. So I think this just makes sense. We're going to say yes on that. Okay. I am going to, let's see, this guy is going. Let's see. Where did I leave? I know I left that tractor over here hooked to this trailer. That's where the weight is. I need to get more weights. I need to have a weight on the tractors, especially that big one. Although I don't know that it needs a weight if we're going to pull that new planter, because it doesn't lift on the back. Let's see. Total mixed ration. I don't know if the cows will take all of this, but they will definitely take a good portion of it. We still have little ones in there? Oh yeah, they're just all down at that end. Okay. we do still have some left in here, so we'll get that into our silo. Okay. That's all that I'm going to move with this today. Put the cover back on it so we don't get any. We can protect the interior. Okay, now I am going to take this tractor. It is not enough to. This tractor is not powerful enough at all to pull that new planter that we got, but I'm at least going to go retrieve it from the shop. And we'll see. We'll see what we have to do in order to fill that with seed and fertilizer, because that seeder does take liquid fertilizer. At least over at the buy point, the liquid fertilizer is a little bit easier to get to than the solid fertilizer. So I will see you over at the shop. Okay, and here we are pulling into the shop. Wow, this thing is big. It's a good thing it was the only thing, because I'm not sure I'll have room to turn with this. I might have to go around the building. Whew. Okay. That is a definite big upgrade over our last ones. Okay, now if we do N to open the covers, and the fill area is right up here on this hill. Now the seed is the one in the middle, so we'll see if we can okay, yeah, I have to make it so I can actually see the back of this thing. Okay, seeds, there we go. And of course a planter, it defaults to corn. Oh, just barely made it by there. And we'll have to back into here, because that's where our liquid fertilizer comes from. See if we can get that across that trigger. There we are. Liquid fertilizer. There we are. Liquid fertilizer in that tank. That's $10,800 just for the fertilizer. So it is expensive to fill this thing up, but I'm assuming that will go quite a ways. Now, something that I noticed when I was buying this is that this will also plant sugarcane. I'm not sure if I have to put the, buy the special sugarcane, or if it'll do it just from the seed, or how that operates, but I'm going to get this back over. We're going to switch this over onto the other tractor, assuming the other tractor is done with that with that other field. Yeah, because it's going to take me a minute to get up this hill, and I'll see you when I've got this switched over and we're putting this thing to some use. Okay, everybody, and we are back. I have switched over at least this tractor to this. You can see the old planter is sitting down there. I'll take that back with the other tractor, assuming that it doesn't tip up with it. Now, I'm going to let you watch this unfold. If you've seen any other farming simulator, I'm sure you've seen people use this before, but look how much of an upgrade this is over the width of our old one. Wow. Yeah, if you're going to have a farming empire, this is what you need. This is what you need to plant with. Oh, I am probably going to hit this tractor, so I might as well get it out of the way while I'm here. And we'll go ahead and see, is this going to be a... Yeah, that other tractor is much bigger than this one, so... Okay. Well, and actually, I'm stupid. Apparently, with that weight on there, it will carry it, but I don't need to carry it because it needs to be in transport mode. And we'll take it back over to the yard. Meanwhile, this, I am going to... Now, this is a small field. Oh, I didn't change it to cotton. There we go. Cotton is in season. It's the only thing that you can plant this month. I was wondering how far the worker was going to go down there. I just want to see what they'll do with this. Yeah, they're leaving just a little bit on that outside. That's a little annoying. But they may come back and make another pass over that, just getting that little... Yeah, they're leaving so much out there that that's got to be what they're doing. It's just because of the width of this. Yeah, I mean, we're looking at getting these fields done nice and quick with this thing now. And plus the fact that, you know, it's going to, if we don't have to cultivate necessarily in between, although I may still want to sometimes because I'll want to do the lime on some of them. And like I say, I don't know what... Oh, seriously? I thought they would be smart enough to... Nope, just going to sit there and spin the wheels. Okay, well it won't let me hide the collision on that. I'm not going to pay you to sit there and spin your wheels all day. Okay, well, yeah. Let me show you how it's done there, son. Well, I said I was going to, and then I swung out too far. I'm going to have to get used to this bigger one. Oh yeah, this tractor's pulling it nice and easy, and because it's not a, it doesn't attach on the 3-point on the back, That means that there's no weight needed, no chance of it pulling up or anything like that on the front wheels, because it's not actually putting that much weight on the bottom. Yeah, probably should swing over so I can see that edge a little better. Maybe I'll just get... Yeah, it goes really fast downhill too, apparently. I thought it was moving at a pretty good pace going up the hill. Oh, I keep turning the wheels the wrong way on this for some reason today. Oh, and I'm into that fence that I can't get rid of either there, so... I think just this little bit here that I'm not going to go back and get that little piece again. Let's see, did I miss any of this up on this side? Just a little right on the edge there, so... Of course. I was thinking, well, I can probably make it through here without folding it up, but always a tree and a fence right where you don't need them. Okay, so I'm gonna unfold that again. And see how... Oh, what? Cotton. How did it get switched to a different... Yeah, okay. So I'll let this guy go. I'm gonna get this over to the back over to the farmyard. Yeah, we're gonna get these fields done in no time with this thing now. Okay, now I'm gonna get this over here. I'm not gonna say that we will never need this again. You know, I mean, we may have little small... It may be easier to go back and clean up some of the areas that miss. You know, if they're in tight areas, maybe easier with that. So for now, I will go ahead and put that in there. I think we've got everything else. Let me check on our chickens over here. Yeah, they've still got some of the wheat there, so they are full on their food. I've left a tractor down here, so I need to come and get that. And while I'm down here, I'll check on the food here. Okay, why isn't it showing me anything? There we go. Well, they need some food, so they're not desperately hurting for it. So I'll take the tractor back over to where it belongs, and by the next episode, we'll be ready to bring some wheat down here. I'll go ahead and get the rest of these cotton fields done, and then we'll be going into some field prep. Prepping the other fields for what we're going to plant in those. For like this one, and let's see, and then this one down here, and then our cotton fields, or what we did as cotton last time, which was this field here, the big one here beyond it, and then the smaller one across the road. I think all of those I am going to do in, let's see, I think I had decided on sunflowers. I hadn't grown sunflowers in a while, and we'll see by the time all of that grows if we get any growth out of our trees here. Somehow, maybe it's a defeatist attitude, but I'm not holding out too much hope for it. We also have our grass here that's ready to harvest. It's been ready to harvest for a while. It's been growing, and I haven't harvested it because I haven't really needed any more. I think we are getting to the place with our production where it's going to start producing as much as it has in there, and we are going to have to kind of replenish that to keep the total mixed ration production going. So that is where we are, and I'm just going to continue with more of that, and I will want to thank everybody for watching. If you like the episode, then please go down below and give it a like. And if you have not subscribed already, please go ahead and do that. I appreciate all of those, and everything helps the algorithm and help the channel grow. And let's see, looks like okay. Yeah, it looks like having this is going to be a blessing because I'm going to get it done sooner. But it looks like I am going to have to maybe go ahead and do a lot of this myself, because I'm going to waste a lot of money. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to waste a lot of money having workers do it, so they're just going to sit there and spin wheels. So I am going to get the rest of these fields. What have I got? 2 left. This one and one more. So I'm going to finish those, and then I will see you in the next episode. Bye for now.